Hey there, it's Pam Cat with a look at character creation in Secret World. Now this is the beta for it, so only Templars were available. Illuminati and Dragon might look different. I don't know though. I can't honestly tell you. So we're just gonna stick to Templars. Okay, so here we are at character creation. You have this little face on the left side of the screen and the little hanger on the right side. The face is of course going to be what you look like in the face, the hanger is what you're wearing. Male and female selections up there in the top left hand corner, and of course I'm only going to show you female right now like I said. There is a drop down there, it's facial traits and then hair and makeup. We're going to start with facial traits and just go through them kind of slowly and see what there is to look at once I figure out how to move this little slider appropriately. Now each head type, there's like head 1, head 2, head 3, head 4, etc. Each of those have their own skin colors. At the very least they're in a different order, so you want to be sure to pick a head. If you're worried about your skin tone, pick a head based on the skin tones available. I will go through and cycle through each of the skin colors so you can see them on each head. There's not a wide array of colors, and maybe it's a little hard to get a little bit of a read off just the face, but there are different skin types for those who need different skin types, want a little darker or really pale. Of course they're tied to your face though, so I don't know, it's kind of awkward. Like that one head 6 or whatever, there's kind of a man face, so if you like one of those colors I hope you don't need it because it looks like a man. Sorry. Eyes are the same way, except that eyes 1, eyes 2, eyes 3, they all share the same color. And when I was playing it, I noticed a little bit of the eyes really glow a lot, it seems like. So I picked the dark brown color, but they looked kind of ambery in the game, which was kind of strange. But that could just be an optimization thing or even a settings thing. It might just be they don't want you to look dead inside in really dark areas or something. Or maybe you're just that jacked up on bee juice. I don't really know. So there's the lip slider. And then you'll do the jaw slider. That's pretty self-explanatory. There's nothing. She's starting to look a little bit more like I want her to. There's no fine-tuning in this game, so what you see is pretty much what you get. So you're going to be able to look different from other people, but not, you know, freakish or anything like that, like you can in some games with sliders. So there's several hair options, as you can see. They're all very shiny. Each little dot there on the slider is a new hair. Well, that's freaking horrible. No one ever picked that hair. That was horrible. That one's okay, though. I wouldn't pick it, but... Oh, they let you actually be bald with a mohawk. A lot of games don't let the women have the completely shaved side of their heads. They'll be a little stubbly. The hair doesn't, I never noticed it like moving and stuff. I'm not sure if it did or not move. I'm not getting confirmation that it did. But, it looked good. There's different cuts. They're very varied. It's not, all the women have long hair. All the men have, you know, real short hair. I haven't made a man yet, so I don't know. He may only have short hair. Like that. That's not in a lot of games. It looks good to have the options. I like it when the women can have short hair. I don't normally pick it, but I like that it's not restricting me to one style, sort of. And there's like a faux hawk too. And then you can see the colors of the hair there. I'll go through those on the hair with my choosing, I guess. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm of course gonna make it black, but there's like a steely black, the blonde, a dirty blonde, a brown, a copper, I guess would be a good name for that, a red, reddish brown, that's probably more of the copper, dark brown, and then black. The same colors except for that steely black for facial hair, which in my case would be eyebrows. I'm sure on males it's for beards as well. You can see like those yellow eyebrows with that black hair. That was awesome. And the eyebrow choices are just the same. It's the position of your eyebrows because you can't move them beyond that. But you can pick how bushy or how straight they are, really, based on the 6 or so choices. Makeup works kind of like the skin tone did. Each makeup choice has a set amount of colors with it, 3 different colors. This really crazy makeup has the red, the gray, and the white, which apparently white makes it look blue. Other than that, has like the pinkish, the orange, and the red, which is really standard, safe makeup colors and everything. So I'll probably go without makeup because I don't like makeup in life or in games. So there we go. Now we'll do the clothes, and this is what's neat. It's kind of like a superhero MMO. If you've ever played City of Heroes, Champions Online, DCUO, your gear isn't based around what gear you have on. Your gear is actually... It's not about your visible appearance. It's about a different slottage. So you wear like talismans and necklaces in this game, and that's your gear. What you're visibly wearing is just what you've chosen to wear. It doesn't weigh in on your stats or anything like that. And those familiar with DCUO will definitely understand what I'm talking about, because when you get into the secret world, there's actually like a dressing room where you can just take parts on and off at will anytime you want. You don't have to go to like a tailor or something like in City of Heroes or Champions Online. So because you've got a chest slot and a back slot, you can just have a t-shirt on, or you can have a t-shirt on with a jacket over it, or you just have the jacket and have your boobs hanging out underneath, and that's why you probably see the pasties there for, Funcom promises boobs and then never gives them. Well, they did now, I guess. Age of Conan's free now, and you get to have companions with their boobs hanging out. Anyway, I digress. The point is, the clothes are actually pretty neat in this game because they're not gear dependent, so you're not going to have to wear something you don't like just because it's got better stats on it. You get to actually look the way you want. This is a very minimal amount of options in the beginning, but when you start, and in this case we're, London side, you go, the first little place you're in, there's actually clothing vendors and whatnot, and you can stop and preview it. I'm actually going to do another video of that so you can see it. The preview system for the clothes is actually really nice. It does it in the world. It's not like a dressing room or a paper doll. It's actually, the clothes change on your person as you talk to the vendor. So you actually can just kind of swing around the camera and face the other way and look at your character in real time change. Gives you a good idea what the clothes look like in that lighting, so maybe you understand the colors a little bit better. A lot of what's at the vendor is going to be the same thing but in different colors, so it's important to know what that color actually looks like in the right lighting, I guess, is important. Because right now, like, these clearly have a theme to them. Like those red sneakers go with, a white tank top and red hot pants, things like that. But don't be discouraged by the number of options here. There are several more when you get into the game, and I imagine even more than that past that very first area. I never saw any clothing or anything drop while I was playing, so I don't know if that's a factor. I'm not as versed on this game as I am on others. I was slightly skeptical, but turns out that shotgunning demons is actually pretty rewarding. So I don't know, I may have to do spend a little bit more time with the game and see if it's something I can really start to enjoy. I'm upset, though, that none of the abilities refer to the Winchester boys. I still think that would be appropriate. But that's the character, I think, that I'm going to go into the world with. And you can see her in the opening sequence video. And then in the little first mission video, which I look very similar to the person you're, like, channeling. So it will be confusing. And then in Secret World, of course, you can pick a first, a last name, and then a nickname. The nickname's what pops up above your head. But I hope you enjoyed it and hope you come back for more.